Hi Stampers, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Nancy from Stampin'shout and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today is day 2 of my video series. So every week I pick a stamp set and then I make 5 videos and I share them with you. So every day at noon I'm here Monday through Friday. And today's stamp set is Timeless Arrangements, and it also comes with the dies. So there's 16 dies in here. And they're really cool. They cut out all these little sprigs and leaves and flower shapes, but they also include these rectangles, which are really great for the sentiments. And the stamp set has a ton of great sentiments. And you can even cut these and mix them and match them. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do with this. So this is today's card. And I want to talk about how I came up with this. I was determined to use this designer series paper, and this designer series paper is called Delightfully Eclectic. I'm using it all week because I really want to show it off to you guys, because it's there's 48 sheets in here, and you can never have too much pattern paper, right? And there's so much in here, you just can make a ton of cards. I've made so many cards already and I can't believe all the paper I've left over. But it's really, really pretty paper because there's stripes and there's flowers and there's dots and there's grids and geometric designs in all different kinds of colors. So you can use it for all occasions. And like I said, you can never have too much pattern paper. But I was determined to use this dark paper. And sometimes it can be really hard to create a card with this black background. And what are you going to do with it, right? Well, this is what I created. And I really like it. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So it's got the 2 little swans there, and it's got a little bit of texture. So it says, "Love you. You're my everything." And the font on that is just so pretty. And I liked it because it's nice and simple on the inside. I didn't want to add a lot more to it because I figure, you know, it's going to be going to my husband or something. So my husband. Anyway, I hope you like today's card. So let's get started. Wanted to mention that I'm also using the scalloped contour dies on this. So let me show you. So I have a card base, and that's black, and I have my white piece for inside. Then I have Calypso Coral Matte, and I have another black piece. And the white piece for the front, I already cut it through using those scalloped contour dies. And isn't this cool, the way it cuts it out, and then it leaves these little this little edge, lacy edge, and then you just pop out the little pieces that are left over like that. But when you layer it on your cardstock, look at how pretty that looks with the color shining through. So we're also going to cut this piece here, but I wanted to do it with you on camera because I'm also going to texture it. So whenever you're going to texture something and cut something out, you want to make sure you do your texturing last. If you emboss it first and run it through the machine again, it's going to flatten all that pretty texture. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure I have the right size, and that is not the right size. So this big white piece was die 1, the largest one, and this black piece in the middle is die 2, the next largest. So the first thing I'm going to do is run that through my machine, and I'll be right back. So this is what it looks like when it's cut out. Got that pretty, pretty scallop. And now I'm going to bring in this is called the Time Worn embossing folder. And I'm just going to line that up and run it through the machine to give it that pretty texture. Oh my gosh, gorgeous, gorgeous. I just love using the embossing folders on my cards. It just adds so much personality to it and just really makes your card more beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these pieces together. So I'm going to glue all of these pieces to the front of my card. Okay, so those are all glued to the front. And I'm curious to know, do you guys like the short videos that I'm doing? I'm fast forwarding for you so you don't have to watch me glue and cut everything out. So make sure you leave comments. Let me know what you think of today's card and ask any questions. And all comments are going to be entered to win today's card. So I announce the winners on Mondays. So now we get to do some fun stuff here with this timeless arrangements. We're going to stamp the love you, and we're going to put the sprigs behind. So let me show you. I'm going to bring in a scrap of white, and I'm going to bring in the sentiment love you, and I'm going to stamp that in Calypso Coral. So this is going to go on the very smallest rectangle that's in this set. So you have 3 different sizes. So I'm going to put that smallest one right there. And then I'm going to cut that out. Okay, so that's all cut out, and it's got the pretty little stitching there. And then ahead of time, I cut out in Calypso Coral the same size rectangle. I cut 2 swans out of the middle size rectangle, and also a Calypso Coral in the middle size. I also cut ahead of time all these little sprigs. And what's cool about these is they have this little base part on each one, so it's easy to layer them together. So you could make a real simple card, or you could make a really big arrangement, flower arrangement. Just do whatever you want, just go crazy. But when I layer these, I like to start at the back first. I like to create it before I glue anything onto my card. So I'm going to take the largest piece and put a little bit of glue right on that base. And then I'm going to take the sprigs, and there is a right and wrong way, and you'll notice the difference when you see it in person. And I'm just going to line that up. And then the last part is the flowers, And I'm just going to lay that right on top. So this didn't need a lot of arranging. It was just layering each one right on top of the other. And we'll put that off to the side. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue these 2 pieces together. I'm just going to offset it a little bit. And then I'm going to glue these 2 pieces together and offset those just a little bit. So by layering that, it just gives it a little bit more interest to your card. And make sure it's straight. There we go. So now let's put the rest of the card together. So this little arrangement that we made is going to go right on the back of this. But I'm going to bring this all in and make sure that I have it centered correctly so everything fits. So I'm going to pop up the sentiments. And I'll do this one first. Put it right up here in the top left corner. And then this is going to go here. So I'm going to kind of look at it. And I'm going to make this go into the center of this swan image like that. You could make it go like that, but it was not going to fit as well on my card. So I'm just going to glue it here and put it right in the center. I like how some of the sprigs have the little edges that go off to the side. That kind of makes it look really cool. Put a couple of dimensionals on. And there's the front of the card. What do you think? Let's stamp the inside really quick. And I'm going to bring in that Calypso Coral. And the stamp that says, "You're my everything." Now, who wouldn't like to get a card that says, "You're my everything," right? We'll glue this. And there you go. So I hope you liked today's card. Little black and white card with a pop of that coral really makes it stand out. Kind of intriguing. And I think it's great for a guy card too. So hope you liked today's card. Remember to leave your comments. Please subscribe and share my video. I'd appreciate it. That helps me grow my YouTube channel. And I'll see you tomorrow. Don't be shy. Stamp and shout.